All right, let's investigate the factory. We got this crazy setup to get in. It's time to check out the archives, I guess. Wow, this is an amazing place. Yeah, look at this. All right, well, I guess let's start going over this way. This seems like where the main area was. Okay, so this is definitely the factory. Let's just try going in. We got to get to the archive somehow. Yeah, the Volberg. But yeah, this also reminds me, if you're looking for a great Christmas movie, I've already recommended it on Twitter, but Hugo is a fantastic movie. Ooh, we got ourselves the stinger. Huh? All right, we're in. Damn, this is an amazing location. Yeah, these are like the lines of automatons. It's like automatons making more toys. Yeah, look at this. I mean, this is not the archive, but this is cool as hell. But there are some cool moments in Hugo that deal with automatons. This game just reminds me of that. I mean, Hugo is just a really beautiful movie. Nothing we can investigate here. Nothing yet, at least. Don't see anything. Nope, nothing here. Oop. Not what I wanted. Come on, game. Popper, there we go. Let's go over here. Maybe there... It looked like there was maybe a route up to this balcony here. Yeah, it looks like we can maybe go here. Sorry, Kate. You're gonna have to climb some stairs. I mean, this is looking more archive-like, at least. Are any of these doors? Looks like this might be a door. Or an opening, at least. Oh. This just looks like a break room. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. What do we have here? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so it's playing a song. We can't seem to get out of it, so maybe we need to hear the whole thing? Oh. We have a music cylinder, so the music is inscribed on this. I didn't even mean to do that intentionally. Okay. Alright, so we got that, but okay. Not sure what we're going to use it for. We need to find more about Hans, though. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, whatever this, like, it looks like a steam engine of some kind. Very cool. What do we have here? Dear Hans, I know how much you dislike the written word, but I do not have the time to forge you a voice cylinder. Oh. I imagine that someone in your entourage will be kind enough to read these few lines to you. I received your latest set of plans. Your project is extraordinary, your all-time masterpiece, perhaps. Time seems to have had no effect on your genius. Quite the contrary. I'm proud of you, my dear little brother. Sometimes I find it hard to believe that a century has gone by since the last time I saw you. Wait, a century? Like 100? I mean, I think maybe you're talking about like a turn of the century. Maybe that's what you're referring to. It only seems like yesterday that you rushed away from Vadaline. We undertook production immediately following your instructions to the letter. The locomotive was ready within a week. If only you could see it, but you will see it. But you will see it, that much I have promised you. It is magnificent. It seems impatient to set out on its maiden voyage. There's only Oscar left to build. I hope I will finish him soon, but as you can imagine, his mechanism is complex and takes a great deal of time and handiwork. She's talking about an automaton. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand you wish me to bring you that cursed prehistoric doll, the very thought of which I wonder if it is still in the cave, and if it is, what state it is in. But what what does 60 years matter? After all, to an object already several thousand years old. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm going to find it. Hans, I promise you. I have a bit of a nasty flu at the moment, which is running me down a little. I should be better in a few days, though. Oh, no, unfortunately not. The sale of the factory is taking shape. The lawyer from New York should be visiting, and we will be able to sign the contracts. Then I shall... Oh, wow. Seems like she passed away right there. That is very sad. All right, anything else on this table? What are you talking about? What cave? What doll? What are you talking about? This is crazy. Okay. All right, well, we at least know that she was planning to go visit him. Can I look at the bookcase at all? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, well, let's investigate the desk one more quick time. Oh, there we go. Madame Vorberg. Madam, you will have received several warnings from my office concerning penalty charges incurred on unpaid invoices from the company La Colombe. Colombe? Yeah, let's go with that. The total debt for which you are responsible currently stands at, is that 47,000 francs? Okay, I strongly advise you to quit yourself of this debt by sending the necessary funds to our payment center. In the absence of such a response on your part, I'll be obliged to undertake legal proceedings against you to recover the outstanding funds. I could see why she wanted to sell the place. Madam, despite numerous follow-up letters on our part, we notice that you still owe the sum of 80,000 francs, corresponding to invoices dated January, February, and March 1998, including increments for late payment. We are asking you to resolve the situation by return of post. In case of non-payment, we'll be obliged to spend all supplies and refer the matter to the relevant legal authorities. We trust we shall hear from you soon. Dear Anna, I find myself under the obligation to undertake certain procedures against your company, a situation I find peculiarly painful given the special relationship our bank has enjoyed with your company over the years. You yourself admit that for some time, Vorarlberg Manufacturing has become a financial liability, and due to shareholder and partnership pressure, I am no longer able to underwrite your debts. With the bank, I am sorry to say that we are obliged to comply with the economic imperatives of the era. It is for this reason that I beg you to accept the American investor's proposal. Such a takeover comes at the fortuitous moment, as it is the only way to swell your accounts and settle your debts. It will also enable Vorarlberg Manufacturing to stay afloat, streamline production, and modernize production techniques. You will thus be able to keep the Vorarlberg name alive, one that in its day was a guarantee of quality and savoir-faire. Please believe me, Anna, when I say that I offer you this advice. Offer this advice not just as a banker, but also as an old friend who desires nothing but good for you. I know that such a decision cannot be taken easily. You can truly hold your head up high, my dear Anna, and be proud of your achievements throughout the years. My deepest apologies for bearing such unpleasant news, and I remain at your entire disposal should you need me. Yours in dear friendship, Gustave Passery. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Invoices, more invoices.
Yeah.
I never knew the factory was in such a bad way financially. These last 2 years must have been very hard for Anna Vorarlberg.
Yeah, it seems rough. It seems strange that the toy company would want this place then. Like, what could they possibly get out of this? We already read that. Read this. Saw this. Okay. All right, I guess we're still looking for the archives. Can we do anything with these? No. Okay. Well, there are other routes outside, so we can at least go out and investigate that. Oh, there's more over here, though. Oh, man, there's just so much to explore in this place. Hurry, Kate. Time is of the essence. We have mystery to solve. Or at least, you know, find Hans. Interesting. Okay. So there's a whole assembly line that we can control. Well, without knowing what that does, we should probably not touch it yet. There's also a ladder up there. Okay. Well, let's try going out first and see if there's anything else we can discover. There you go, Anna. Or Kate, sorry. I've just been saying Anna's name so much. Alright, so let's go back outside, see if there's anything else going on. This is most definitely not the archive, so we need to take a look elsewhere. So where did we come from? This is going to be the bottom left, right? Let's go to the top left. Sure. Why not? Yeah, I'm sure someone who works in, Hey! How's it going, Cobra? What do we have here? It's like some sort of, like, propane tank or something. Yeah, it's like a fuel tank. Yeah, this area seems like mostly a dead end for now. Let's go back. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Come on. Oh, I can see. There we go. Just the tiniest of slivers to head back here. All right, so far top left is kind of a bust. Let's try going to the right. Seems like another main path. Oh, this definitely looks more like an archive. So there's a way around the back as well. Ah. All right, so let's see what this is. It looks either like an archive or like a living quarters, maybe for the staff. Who knows? Oh, it's just unlocked though. Oh no, it is not.
Locked,
Ah.
but I've still got to get in there.
Okay. Maybe we can go around the back then. It's an adventure game. We are legally allowed to break in. It's fine. Yeah, these pre-rendered backgrounds, they have such a special look. I would love to know what it is that's missing from these in the visual effects pipeline that makes them look like this, because I do love the aesthetic. All right, we have a ladder here. I mean, that seems like a good tool to... Oh, it's like a motorized ladder. Huh. Interesting. What's on the back of this?
I need a key.
God damn it, there's always a key. All right. Can we go just straight in the back door? Eh? Oh, god damn it. It's never that easy.
Door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
Yeah, because these pre-rendered backgrounds have a very similar aesthetic to those in Scratches, another all-time favorite adventure game of mine. Oh, god. Ooh, that's a maze. Okay, maybe we can find something else to do first. Looks like there might be a path over this way, too. Or nope. Nope, it's just... Whew. All right. Is there anything else over to the side? Anyone else? Anything else? All right. Well, I guess we're going in the hedge maze. Oh, hello. Who might you be?
Good morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
It's pretty incredible. Like, this is an impressive hedge maze.
Oh, please, don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton broke down, there are weeds everywhere. You can't imagine how much work it takes me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. We're not used to doing without our robot help here in Veladiland. But everybody says that we're going to have to get used to it.
I feel like everyone says the name of this town differently. Okay, so the gardener doesn't have much to say, I guess. All right, well, into the maze we go. Oh, God, all right. Or I mean, maybe we can see the fountain first. Maybe there's something there. Ooh, there's another gate over this way. Looks like, yeah, there's a fountain over here. Or at least a pool of water. It's a pretty amazing statue, I imagine, when it was new. Okay. Looks like nothing here at the moment. Ooh, alright. So there's a way up here. Yeah, up this way. Ooh. Oh, there's a... It looks like the key from before. Okay. Alright, so we got that. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. Maybe that goes to the next gate? What have you been up to, Cobra? Have you been up to anything fun? No.
No point. It's locked.
Interesting. What about this? Does it go to there? Nope, does not.
It's locked.
Doesn't look like a door key, though. Maybe it goes to the ladder thing, because that thing said it was locked as well. Alright, so we're going to need another key for the maze, a key for the house, and I guess a key also for whatever this ladder is. This mechanized ladder. Come on. Hoof it. Yeah, looks like it was... maybe here? Aha. Excellent. So maybe it's going to let us get up to this window. Oh, jeez. Oh, I do not know if I would call that a safe climb. Oh, shit. Hey, that's not bad. At least you're about to go on vacation. Oh, yeah, I imagine supply chain, like, you know, any part of supply chain, whether it's logistics, meeting supply, or you know, ensuring that, like, materials are being sourced or whatever is a nightmare right now. We look in this box? No. Okay, we can go on the next screen, though. What do we have here? We have a desk. Ah. What is this? Ink? Oh, Anna's diary. Ah. May 19th, 1930. Yesterday, something terrible happened. I do not know who to turn to talk to, so I've decided to write it down. You, dear diary, are now my confidant and sole guardian of my secret thoughts. Hans lies in the next room, teetering between life and death, and I am terrified. Oh, the injustice of life. First Mama, then Hans. Please, Lord, dear Lord, don't take my little brother away as well. May 15th, 1930. Hans made me promise to keep this a secret, but its burden is too heavy. I know I can tell you, though, dear diary. We've discovered a cave in the mountains, a marvelous cavern with ancient paintings on the walls. Only prehistoric man could have painted them because they were depictions of mammoths, which are prehistoric creatures as well. That much I know. I hate mammoths now. It's all because of them and because of that stupid prehistoric children's toy. Why, Hans? Well, why did you try and take it? And why did I let you climb up there? It's my fault you are in a coma now. Hans, if you die, I do not know how I could ever forgive myself. No, I'm glad that you're almost on vacation. That's always nice. I hope you enjoy it greatly. Do you have any plans for the holidays? Okay, so the next day, the 16th, Hans has still not regained consciousness. What is this toy that they keep talking about? It's the one that I think he said it was like or she said it was a doll that Hans wanted Anna to bring to him. Hans has still not regained consciousness. Father cannot sleep, and Gertrude cries all day long. Outside, the heat is suffocating, but inside the house is icy cold and dismal. I still have hope, though. I know my brother. I know his strength. He will pull through. He never gives in. The next day. I cannot think of anything else but Hans. In all my walking and sleeping dreams, I see his fall over and over. I see his head hitting the rock and his oh-so pale face softening. I have taken refuge in the attic. It is the only place where I find any peace, wrapped up in all my memories. May 18th. 5 days have passed since the accident, and Hans has still not opened his eyes. To see him like this is unbearable. Please, God, protect him. Take my life, not his. May 19th. I feel so desperate, so alone. I want to snuggle up in Father's arms, but I dare not. He's just so impassive. Oh, Hans, don't leave me here. The 20th. It has happened. Hans has come back to life. He opened his eyes and uttered my name. My name! Do you realize? This is the happiest day of my life. I want to take to the streets and sing to proclaim my joy to the world. Thank you, oh God. Nice. That sounds like a very relaxing holiday. Are you keyed up to play or watch anything interesting that you've been dying to get to now that you're on vacation? May 22nd? That's not how you write dates, but I think maybe they just kind of automated it. How wonderful, how beautiful life is. Gertrude and I cannot stop breaking into uncontrollable fits of giggles. Hans even wolfed down his meal today. I knew he was tough, my little brother. Even Father smiled at me today when he said good morning. May 25th. I don't know whether I'm coming up or going down. I'm totally absorbed in Hans's recovery. I've scarcely 5 minutes to myself to return to my refuge and scribble down these words. The 29th. It is very curious whether Hans is hungry, thirsty, or if he wants something. He cannot stop saying my name. He can't bear it when I leave him, even for an instant. Gertrude thinks that I should move my bed into his room to help him sleep better. I hope that Father will agree. Many days later. June 2nd, it's basically... Oh, no, May, June, never mind. I thought it was July. I was like, damn, it's almost a month later. Today was the first day Hans has left the house. We went for a short walk in the garden, but Hans is still very weak. The doctor said we should be patient and shouldn't rush him. It is so hard, though. I hope so much that life can return to how it once was. SC2 like StarCraft 2? I mean, I have played my fair share of StarCraft 2. Wow. Weird tongue twister there. June 20th. Okay. Hans has been out of his coma for a month now. He still doesn't say much and has difficulty moving. He sits motionless for long periods of time, his eyes wide open as though lost in thought. I've often had to call his name several times before he reacts. Then he will smile, and when he does, the moment is magic for me, and I couldn't possibly be happier. The 22nd. I had to talk to him. The burden was too great. I asked Hans about the accident in the cave to find out what he could remember. He could only utter one word. Mammoth. And his eyes glowed so strangely when he said it that it frightened me. I go back to school today, and for the first time in my life, I am dreading it. I'm afraid of leaving Hans alone. Despite Gertrude's kindness and attention, I have the impression that Hans is much less nervous when I'm there. Oh yeah, I've played so many RTS games in my youth, in my young youth, I should say, including StarCraft 2, StarCraft 1, Warcraft 3. Loved me some Age of Empires, Age of Mythology. Played a little bit of what's the game with the? It was like set in like World War II. I can't remember. A little Supreme Commander. October 20th. So about 15 days later. Oh no, a month and a half later. My bad. A month and a half later, or so. While I was doing my homework yesterday evening, Hans crept up on me so quietly that he made me jump. He took a pencil and a blank sheet of paper, and curiously, he started drawing. It's the first time since his accident he has done anything but daydream. October 28th, 1930. Hans scribbles almost obsessively. It is all he will do all day long. I feel it annoys Father. Nobody else understands, but I can see that Hans is trying to draw mammoths. Today is my birthday, and Gertrude has made me an apple pie, my favorite. But Father has not returned home for lunch, and Hans doesn't want to leave his room. The best present I could ever have is to see Hans back on the way to recovery. December 25th. Snow is falling. It is so beautiful. January 10th. The doctor visited to examine Hans. He seems happy that my little brother has fully recovered his faculties. It truly is a miracle. I don't understand why he doesn't talk more, though. Why isn't he livelier, like he was before? February 9th. It is Hans's birthday. Today, he is 11 years old. I have the strangest of impressions that actually he has lost 5 years rather than gained more. February 24th. The doctor has just left. I saw him whispering with Father. Their serious expressions worried me awfully. What could they be hiding from me? I am grown up now. At the age of 15, you can understand everything. I am too scared to ask Father what is happening. March 15th. I've been thinking, and it seems to me that Hans's attitude isn't normal. The shock of the fall and his coma must have had much more serious effects than we first imagined. Hans, my dear brother, what is happening to you? I have discovered the truth. Hans is stunted physically and mentally. I eavesdropped a conversation between the doctor, Father, and Gertrude. Gertrude buried her tear-filled eyes in her apron, and Father muttered the word, ooh, that's under his breath. How could he say such a thing? Yeah, that is bad, Father. Damn. I mean, he didn't sound like he was a very interested father before, but man. All right, so April 13th, it is Easter, and we're on school holidays. This means I can spend all days with Hans and protect him from Father's permanent dark moods. He cannot accept the fact that Hans, his only son, will stay in this state forever. April 14th, 1931. It is truly difficult to accept, but it is not Hans's fault. Mine maybe, but not Hans's. I don't know how to make Father understand. He seems full of hatred for him. It is dreadful. I feel so powerless. May 14th, 1931. 1 year. 1 year has gone by, and it feels like an eternity. The situation shows no signs of improvement, neither in terms of Hans's mental health or Father's attitude towards him. May 30th. Extraordinary. Father has decided to take Hans to Paris for new tests. He says that only in the French capital will he find truly competent doctors. We must make Hans ready for the great expedition. June 6th. No news from Father and Hans, but I remain hopeful. I am sure they will take good care of my little brother. July 15th. They have returned. Hans rushed into my arms and started crying. It took me a long time to calm him down and get him to sleep. Father still is taciturn? What? As he was before he left. The French doctors have confirmed the diagnosis. Hans remained physically and mentally impaired. I am stunned. August 28th. The summer is coming to a close. It has been less stifling than the last. The sun has put color in Hans's cheeks. When I look at him, I have difficulty imagining that he will not change. Father still says nothing and increasingly shuts himself away in his office at the factory. Gertrude tells me that love and faith triumph over any science. I lack neither. God be praised. Father took Hans to the factory this morning. Hans was so afraid that I accompanied them. Fortunately, Father said nothing. I failed to understand why he insisted on bringing him there. Father left for the factory with Hans once again in the morning. I think he wants to persuade Hans that he could be useful for something. It is his way of resisting fate. For a month now, every morning, Hans has gone to work with Father at the factory. I'm not exactly sure what he does there, but he seems to enjoy it. I feel my brother's behavior has changed considerably. He is much less capricious. April 14th. I could cry. Hans has made me a present, a small robot mammoth with a trunk that rises and falls. When Father saw it, he nodded his head in satisfaction. May 20th. Both Gertrude and Father now have their own robot mammoths. Theirs are even more intricate and finely tuned. Little brother is not such a stunted person after all. Hans' mammoths now walk, raise their trunks, and wag their tails. It's incredible. I met the head of the factory workshop, Mr. Grips. Grips? Or Sprips? Grips. This morning, he said that for a young lad of 12, Hans is very gifted. It is a shame he only makes elephants. All right, so we have flour in here as well. February 11th, 1933, Father and Hans were locked in a long discussion yesterday, or should I say Hans was locked in one of Father's long monologues. As it is inconceivable that Hans should go to school like other children. Father wants to take him on as a worker at the factory. However, Hans that's a weird sentence. Hans will have stopped making his own little devices. I think will have to stop making his own devices. Hans's silence, his half-gaping mouth, and staring eyes finally sent Father off in a rage. February 12th, I tried to broach the subject with Hans. I suggested he should obey Father. Learning a craft at the factory is his one chance to do something constructive with his life. He is so gifted and takes so much pleasure in making automatons. He did look like he wasn't listening to me, but I know he'll think about what I said. February 20th. It is not that Hans cannot speak, it's rather that he doesn't want to speak. He uses the least possible words for communication, except with me, but he's still very economical with words. May 15th. Incredible! Hans was not just satisfied with learning how the assembly line works. Instead, he has completely redesigned it. Father and Monsieur Grips are taking a serious look at his plans. July 10th. Father has wanted to talk to me about my future. Since I passed my exams, he wants to send me to university because he says my intelligence is astounding. My heart is beating so loud. It is true I do love studying, but I couldn't bear to be away from Hans. September 2nd. What a ghastly summer. I have been permanently torn between my desire to go to university and my refusal to leave my brother. I talked about it with Hans, and he said nothing. That same evening, I found my own little mammoth broken. Oh, that's so sad. October 9th, so about a month later. Hans had another fit of hysterics at dinner again. Father announced that Hans's new assembly line would soon be finished. However, they have removed the automaton parrots that shout orders as they were deemed superfluous. Hans was livid. He hurled his soup dish to the ground and stormed off to his bedroom. What will happen between the both of them when I'm not here? October 17th. Despite my scruples, I'm finally leaving Hans. Hans has not talked to me for a week. Father would not understand if I told him why I wanted to stay. My heart is so heavy. Christmas. It is so strange to be home. I had never left home for such a long time before. Once we were alone, Hans did not stop talking. Words just leaped from his mouth. How we laughed at his excitement. He presented me with a delightful little ballerina to replace the mammoth. He told me. I was so touched that I started crying. Distance has done nothing to harm the strong bond between us. September 10th. Wow, okay, that's quite a jump. 1937. Ooh, okay, so 4 years later. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. At first, my impulse was to tear it up, but I resisted, and instead succumbed to my second desire, which was to write for a while. I am alone in my attic once more. I have been home for 2 months, and after a summer spent living with the intense joy of being reunited with my brother, Hans has returned to the factory. Father has aged so, and Gertrude's arthritis causes her terrible pain. September 13th. All in all, these last 4 years have been kind to Father and Hans. Their relationship is less tense. They still do not exchange much conversation, but they now have a thing in common, the factory. I'm even beginning to feel a bit of jealousy. Silly, really. September 17th. Hans hasn't changed. To help Gertrude, he has designed a totally automated kitchen. Hans hasn't changed. Oh, yeah. To help Gertrude, he has designed a totally automated kitchen, and Gertrude can't stop moaning at the wooden puppets. How I adore them. October 9th, 1937, I went to go and see Father and Hans at work. I hadn't been to the factory for ages. It is strange how much it has changed. I was very curious to see them set about their tasks. I like Father's new office very much. Hans has a small workshop in the first floor, crammed with odds and ends, unfinished robots and designs, exactly as I imagined, in fact. October 15th. The factory is working very well. Orders for toys keep coming in, spurred on by the run-up to Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Vorarlberg, people would ask me if I had any relation to the Valladolid. I think it's Valladolid. I feel like every character says this differently. Factory. Now I know the effect that Hans's genius has had on the factory's renown. November 2nd, 1937. To make myself useful, I started helping Father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that for the first time ever, I have the impression that the three of us form a real family. December 8th, 1937. Hans never ceases to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behavior is so very different. In his workshop, he is serious and concentrated, a proper young man who keeps his eyes on everything going on, constantly on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is his very own infant. At home, he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or happy-go-lucky buffoon. Christmas, the most wonderful Christmas of my whole life. Hans and I could not stop giggling, like children beneath Father's disapproving glare. I know that he was only pretending, really. Our hearts are so full of hope. January 5th, 1938. Hans comes to see me in my bedroom yesterday evening. I felt terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed. Hans wants to leave Valladolid. The house and the factory. He wants to go traveling. He doesn't know where to or for how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him his plans were foolish. He left my room without a word, his head bowed. Oh, man, you got to support him. January 7th, 1938. I thought he wanted to leave because of father. Not at all. It's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. I thought he had gotten over his obsession. I know my brother only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. He will not listen to reason. January 10th, 1938. I was so selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and ask him gently if he is sure of his decision. I already know what his reply is going to be. Nothing will make him change his mind. January 19th. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to father. I fear the worst. January 24th. The worst was worse than my fears. Father's anger was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except from Gertrude, who feeds him. February 1st. Oh, man. This is not a good dad. Father has decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes him to abandon his infantile decision. That's traveling the world, especially since he's like a young man who already basically automated the whole family. I feel like he's definitely owed that. Father has decided that Hans should remain. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent, yet highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. February 6th. As soon as Gertrude's returned from the factory, I hasten to get news of my little brother. He doesn't say anything. He just fiddles with bits and pieces, she replies, every day with a sigh. I have tried desperately to reason with father, but I know I am just wasting my breath. February 9th, 1938. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday. February 20th. In secret, Gertrude's delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It's a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. I quivered with emotion as I turned the key. The message it gave me was simple. He was telling me he loved me very, very much. February 24th, Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. Hans is truly incredible. He has found a means of communication between us and us alone in total secret. My days are spent eagerly awaiting Hans's messages. He has now resolved to run away. He is preparing his escape, like if it was a game. An adventure game. March 6, 1938. Gertrude has returned and she is beside herself. Hans has disappeared. Father has not even deigned to return to the workshop where he locked up his son, nor find out how he managed to escape. He just gave me a black look, as if he knew we were up to something behind his back. March 7th. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans is gone. I miss him so much. Lord, please protect my little brother and watch over him for me. March 11th. With Hans gone, father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. March 12th. The morning I caught father in the drawing room installing a coffin on a trestle. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth is he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence and a permanent black countenance. March 13th. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with the coffin, surrounded by huge candles, has become a veritable funeral chamber. March 14th. This is ghastly. I've just understood what father is up to. This morning, the priest came to pray before the coffin, and I finally caught on. Father is in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? March 16th. In the madness occasion. In the madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows ever more cold and calculating. He contacted his old friend, Dr. Schmoll, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he spun. March 17th. Hans's funeral will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbade me to attend. The sordid masquerade makes me feel ill, but I cannot denounce the subterfuge, or else I will display my father's mental instability to the world. The shame would kill him. That much is certain. March 23rd. I have to get away. Far, far away. April 23rd. No, I will not leave. I have thought long and hard. My life is here next to my father. He needs me too much now. The factory needs me because father is incapable of running it now. Besides, I can only find peace of mind among Hans's robots, and how shall I know when he has sent me new ones if I am not at home to receive them? No, I shall not leave. My destiny is to remain here and keep watch. Huh. Ooh. Well, that was a hell of a read. I mean, we knew some of those details beforehand, but god damn. Whew. I mean, we needed some of that backstory, but jeez. All right.